Okay, good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so today we are going to revise the first chapter in physics, motion. Did you go through the topics that we were discussed already in the class? About motion, what are the terms associated with the motion? What are the different types of motion, equations of motion and all? Are you familiar with these concepts?
Yes,
All of you,
ma'am.
please close your books. Close your books. Okay, so yes.
We cannot see you. Only the board.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, children. So in this chapter, motion. What do you mean by motion, Hira?
Ma'am, motion is the change of position.
Only change of position?
A change of position of an object with respect to time is known as motion.
Okay, very good. The change in the position of an object with respect to time. That term is very important. That is what is known as motion. Adigesh, what are the different types of motion?
Linear motion or linear motion or straight line motion, oscillatory motion,
Yes.
then circular motion and rotational motion.
Rotational motion. Okay, and in this chapter, we are mainly concentrate on rectilinear motion and that of the circular motion of the object. Then Nandana, what are the terms associated with the rectilinear motion of an object?
And distance, displacement, speed, velocity, then acceleration.
Then try to differentiate between distance and displacement.
Me?
Yes, to Nandana. Differentiate between distance and displacement.
Ma'am, distance is the total path traveled by an object.
This is the total path covered by the object is known as distance. It's the SI unit. SI unit of distance.
Ma'am, meter.
Okay. Next question to Anjana. What do you mean by displacement then?
Ma'am, it is the shortest distance between initial and final position of an object.
Okay. What about its SI unit?
Meter.
Okay. Identify the type of physical quantity. Comes under which type of physical quantity? Displacement. To Tom Jones. It is a vector quantity. Then can you say what you mean by vector quantities and scalar quantity? What is the difference between them?
In vector quantity, there is both magnitude and direction.
Okay.
But
What
in
about
scalar, there is only direction.
Only direction. Next one is Lakshmi Nandakumar. Okay, good. Lakshmi, differentiate between speed and velocity.
And speed is the physical quantity that measures the rate of motion of an object.
That measures the rate of motion of an object. And what is the equation, mathematical equation for calculating speed?
Speed is equal to distance by time.
Total distance, okay, distance divided by time taken. All right. And then what about the SI unit of speed? Abhiram, SI unit of speed.
Meter per second.
Meter per second. Then next question to Alvin. Give the mathematical equation for calculating average speed. Equation for calculating average speed. Alvin. Then the same question to Ken. Mathematical equation for calculating average speed of an object.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the question, ma'am?
Okay, what is the mathematical equation for calculating average speed?
Total distance traveled by total time taken.
Okay, total distance traveled by the object divided by total time taken. Very good. Anandita, that what do you mean by velocity?
It is the speed with definite direction.
Very good. It is a speed with a definite direction. And what is the mathematical expression for calculating velocity? Surya Dev, mathematical equation.
Initial velocity plus final velocity by 2.
Is it plus?
Minus.
Okay. Final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. That is what is known as the velocity. Velocity of an object, of a moving body. Okay. Then what about the SI unit of velocity? Nikhila, SI unit of velocity?
Meter per second.
Meter per second. Okay. Then the last one, Fadil. What do you mean by acceleration? Acceleration. Same question to Alan. Acceleration.
The rate of change of velocity of an object.
Rate of change of velocity of an object is known as acceleration. Then what is the SI unit of acceleration? Yeah.
Meter per second square.
Meter per second square. The next question to Nivedya Rose. Give me the 3 equations of motion. The 3 equations of motion. The first equation of motion. Yes. Yes, Nivedya, you can continue. Okay, the same question to Atleo. Atleo.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Ma'am.
First, yes, Nivedya, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is the first equation of motion then? First equation of motion.
Ma'am, V is equal to U plus 80.
Okay, V is equal to U plus 80. Try to differentiate each term present in that equation, dear.
Ma'am, distance is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration plus into time.
But the left hand side is not right. V is not indicate the distance. V is final velocity. V is equal to U plus 80. This is our first equation of motion, where V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity, A acceleration into time, T is the time. Okay, then Atleo, second equation of motion.
MS is equal to UT plus half AT square.
Okay, and the second equation of motion is also known by one more name. What's that?
Position time relation.
It is position time relation. Okay, very good. The next question to Lynette. What about the third equation of motion? Third equation of motion.
V square minus U square is equal to 2AS.
V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Okay, and the third equation of motion is also known by one more name. What's that, Lynette?
Ma'am, velocity time relation.
Is it velocity time relation? Yes, time component is present in that equation?
Velocity.
Yes, it is position velocity relation. Okay, then Sridev.
Yes.
From the slope under the velocity time graph gives another physical quantity. Try to identify that physical quantity. Slope under velocity time graph.
Acceleration.
Acceleration. Okay, good. Then Pooja, area under the velocity time graph gives dash. Area under velocity time graph. Same question to Anashwara. Area under velocity. Yes?
Displacement.
Very good. Displacement. Area under the velocity time graph gives displacement. Slope under the velocity time graph gives acceleration. Okay, all right. Okay, then are you ready to start the quiz session? Girls versus boys. Okay. So now let me share the screen. Is it visible? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first question to girls. If a particle covers equal distance in equal time intervals, it is said to be at rest, move with a uniform speed, move with a uniform velocity, move with a uniform acceleration.
Move with uniform speed.
Uniform speed.
Yes, right. Okay, the next question to boys. On a graph showing distance versus time, a horizontal line represents an object that is moving at a constant speed, increasing its speed, decreasing its speed, not moving at all. Try to recapitulate the graph, a distance time graph. If it is a straight line, if it is a horizontal straight line means here the time, here the distance.
Moving on a constant speed.
Moving at a constant speed. What about others? Yeah, moving
Yes,
at
ma'am.
constant speed. That's right. So the next question to girls. Third one, which of these is an example of deceleration? Eagle taking off for flight, a roller coaster moving down a hill, car approaching the red light, and airplane following a straight path in the sky.
Car approaching the red light.
Very good. The car approaching the red light. Can you explain the reason why?
Ma'am, the velocity decreases and they reach at the red light because red light means stop.
Okay, car approaching the red light means car applies the brake, so it seems to be so, thereby it reduces its acceleration velocity, then acceleration is reduces or it is decreases.
Can you zoom in?
Okay, 1 minute. Now the fourth question to boys. The rate at which velocity change is called a dash.
Acceleration.
Acceleration. Okay, acceleration. The next two, girls. Speed equals distance divided by
time.
Okay, time. The next question to boys. Zoom in. You want it zoom in? 1 minute. Okay, the first question. Next question to boys. Which type of motion of an object that moves at a fixed distance from a fixed point? Periodic motion, rectilinear motion, circular motion, none of the above. Which type of motion of an object that moves at a fixed distance from a fixed point? Think and answer. If the answer is wrong, score goes to girls team. I think that's why boys are remaining silent, right? Which type of motion of an object that moves at a fixed distance from a fixed point?
Circular. Periodic motion.
Who said it is circular?
Alan.
Is it by Alan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anyway. Actually, circular motion is right. After circular motion, the wrong answer is coming from the Adigesh. Anyway,
So, ma'am, we get point right.
Okay. The boys team gets a point because Alan first said the right answer. It's circular motion. We know that circular motion, the object is start its journey from a fixed point and it covers equal distance or moving with its uniform speed, and it is ends at the same point itself. So it is completes the journey at a fixed with respect to a fixed point. So the answer is circular motion. Okay. Then the next question to girls. If the displacement of an object is proportional to square of time, then the object move with uniform velocity, uniform acceleration, increasing acceleration, decreasing acceleration. If the displacement of an object is proportional to square of time, then the object move with uniform velocity, uniform acceleration, increasing acceleration, decreasing acceleration. What is the relation between time and that of the acceleration? If the displacement of an object is proportional to, it is directly proportional to square of the time, then the object move with uniform velocity, uniform acceleration, increasing acceleration or decreasing acceleration. Now the time is over. Is there any answer from girls?
Uniform acceleration.
Is it uniform acceleration? What about boys? What about your answer?
Uniform acceleration.
It's the uniform acceleration actually. If the displacement of an object is proportional to square of time, then the object move with uniform velocity, uniform acceleration, increasing acceleration or decreasing acceleration. So what is the relation between velocity and that of the displacement? Velocity is equal to
Displacement by time.
displacement divided by time. Displacement divided by time. If the displacement of an object is proportional to square of the time, then we can say that, or acceleration. What is the equation for acceleration?
Velocity.
Velocity by time.
Acceleration is equal to velocity divided by time. Just compare this equation. If the displacement of an object means if the object changes its position from one place to another place. Okay. If the displacement of an object is proportional to square of time, then the object moves with uniform acceleration. Okay. Here the object is moving or it is accelerate continuously. So if the displacement of an object is proportional to square of the time, even though the time is increasing, the displacement of the object is also increasing, keeps going. So we can say it is example for uniform acceleration. It is moving or it is accelerating uniformly. So the point goes to girls team.
And to the boys.
This question is to whom? Boys team?
No, girls didn't answer.
Okay. They didn't answer. I think they give the answer.
I answered.
Yes, girls give the answer. After that, I'm just for clarification, I asked you to boys. The next question to boys team. 1 minute. Okay. When a car driver traveling at a speed of 10 meters per second applies brakes and brings the car to rest in 20 seconds, then the retardation will be dash.
Ma'am, negative 0.5.
Yeah, it's right. From where this answer is coming?
Outside.
Okay, good dear. When a car driver traveling at a speed of 10 meters per second brakes and brings the car to rest. So the initial velocity of the car is u is equal to 10 meters per second. What about the final velocity? Final velocity is v is equal to final velocity of the car. It brings the car to rest. So what about the final velocity?
0.
Final velocity is 0 meters per second. And the time is given. Time t is equal to 20 seconds. Therefore, the retardation means negative acceleration. Negative acceleration A is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. Final velocity is 0 minus initial velocity is 10 divided by the time 20. Yes.
And deceleration is also negative acceleration, right?
Yes, deceleration is also known as negative acceleration. Deceleration or retardation or negative acceleration, all are same. So 0 minus 10 divided by 20, that is equal to minus 10 by 20 or minus half. Minus half means minus 0.5.
Minus 0.5.
Okay. So that is correct. Then the next question to girls. Ninth question. Acceleration is a dash quantity.
Vector quantity.
Is a vector quantity. Okay, good. The next question to boys. Which of the following is not a vector quantity? Displacement, velocity, speed, acceleration. Okay, speed. Okay, good. Then the next question to girls. I think this is very simple. The area under the velocity time graph gives dash.
Displacement.
Area under the velocity time graph gives
Displacement.
Yeah, it is displacement. Okay, then next question. To boys. I think we can skip this. Okay. A Honda City car. Actually, the 12th question is common to the whole class. Those who are give the answer will give score the marks to your team. A Honda City car is traveling at 54 km/h. If brakes are applied so as to produce uniform retardation of 3 m/s², calculate the time taken by it to stop. A Honda City car is traveling at 54 km/h. If brakes are applied so as to produce uniform retardation of 3 m/s², calculate the time taken by it to stop. Did you get the answer? Any idea?
Ma'am, if I say the answer is wrong, if my answer is wrong, what will happen?
Obviously, the score goes to boys team.
Ma'am, is the answer 5 seconds?
Did you get the answer as 5 seconds? Okay, let me check. What about boys? Okay, now let me check the answer. A Honda City car is traveling at S.
Ma'am, I have one more other answer.
What about your answer?
300 seconds.
300 seconds. Okay, let me check. Okay, so a Honda City car is traveling at 54 km/h. What is this 54 km/h indicates?
Velocity.
Which velocity? Is it initial velocity or final velocity? Yes? Initial velocity. So here the initial velocity of this Honda City car is 54 km/h. We need to convert it into meter/second. So what is the step? 54 into, how we can convert km/h into meter/second? Into 1000 divided by 60 into 60, or you can multiply it with the Very good. 5 by
5 by
18.
18.
5 by 18. Okay. So 54 kilometer per hour is equal to 54 into 5 by 18. This 5 by 18 is a constant value. Here we are use this value in order to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. Okay. So 54 into 5 by 18 is equal to 15 meter per second. So the initial velocity of this Honda City car is 15 meter per second. Okay. Then what about the final velocity V?
0.
Final velocity V is equal to 0. Then here we have one more parameter, that is retardation or acceleration is given. Acceleration A is equal to
3 meter per
acceleration.
second.
Yes, it is 3 meter. I request all the students to please mute yourself. Here the acceleration is 3 meter per second square. But here it is provided the retardation. So you must put a negative sign. So acceleration is equal to minus 3 meter per second square. Okay. Then what is the relation between initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration and time? Which equation of motion we can use here? Here we have U, V, A, and we need to calculate the time T. Which equation of motion? Yes?
V is equal to U plus AT.
Yeah. According to your equation, we have V is equal to U plus AT, or V minus U is equal to AT, or V minus U divided by A is equal to T, time taken. So here we are going to find out the time. V minus U divided by A is equal to time T. So the final velocity V is 0 minus initial velocity U is 15 divided by acceleration A is 3 meter per second. Okay. I think sensation is lost. 1 minute. V minus U divided by A is equal to T. So 0 minus 15 divided by, it's not work here.
3.
I will write here. T is equal to V minus U divided by A. That is equal to 0 minus 15 divided by acceleration is negative 3. So negative 15 by negative 3? Yes. So negative sign will cancel. I request all the students, please mute yourself. So 15 by 3 is equal to 5. 5 second. 5 second will be the right answer. So the girls team scores 1 mark. Very good. Next question. The last question. So 5 second is the correct answer. Option A. Last question. John is driving the car in one direction at the speed of 36 kilometers per hour. He looked on the side for 3 seconds. How far John traveled during this inattentive period? 10 meter, 25 meter, 30 meter, 20 meter. This one also a common problem. Those who give the first answer will give the score to that team. John is driving the car in one direction at the speed of 36 kilometers per hour. So here also we need to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second?
Ma'am, 30 meter.
We will get it 30 meter. What about boys? Is there any other answer? Okay, we'll check. John is driving the car in one direction at the speed of 36 kilometers per hour. Okay, so the velocity possessed by the car is 36 kilometers per hour. That is equal to, convert it into meter per second.
36 into 5 by 18.
36 into 5 by 18.
That's 10 meter per second.
Yes, it is 10 meter per second. Okay. And the time is?
3 seconds.
T is equal to 3 seconds. Then how we can calculate the distance? How far John traveled during this inattentive period?
Ma'am, 25 meter.
Is it 25 meter?
30 meter.
We know that velocity. What is the velocity of an object? Velocity. Velocity is displacement by time. So here we are going to calculate the displacement. Displacement divided by time. Therefore, velocity is equal to, not velocity, here we are going to find out the displacement. Displacement is equal to, rearrange the equation. So here we want to, yes, how far John traveled during this inattentive period. Inattentive period, that is the displacement made by the John. So displacement is equal to velocity into time. Velocity into time. So here velocity is 10, time is 3. So 10 into 3 is equal to 30 meter. So I think girls team, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Score the marks. So here, 1 more marks. What about the total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, who wants again? Girls, congratulations to girls team. What about boys? Why are you become so silent? Regarding with the numericals, all are become weak. No problem. Anyway, you made a good attempt.
Thank you.
Okay. So for the next day, that coming day on Saturday, we have a simple revision test on OMR sheet. Okay. So all of you are ready with the OMR sheet for the next Saturday. For this revision test, both the 2 chapters are included, motion and force and laws of motion. Okay, it is out of 15 or 20 MCQ questions only. Okay, are you ready? Yes?
Next Saturday means...
coming Saturday.
25th.
25th. Okay, so, okay, Helen, what happened? So sad. So study the 2 chapter motion and force and laws of motion, and exam should be conducted in OMR sheet. Okay, so all of you must ready with kept with the 1 OMR sheet. It is out of 15 or 20.